This is to help those new to Excel to better understand Excel workspace before going advanced into data analysis in proper, though we are already working on it and gotten to a large extent. So right now we'll be studying the data sorting. We'll be studying data sorting and slicers in Excel. Okay, we did a bit of data sorting while we were doing filters, so it is nothing more different from what we've done, but it just to do it in its own space and highlighting our minds on other things that can be more beneficial to us. Now, data sorting, just like data filtering, is very, very important in Excel because it helps you to better represent your data, give your data a clean representation, and more importantly, to evaluate important data. To sort your data, you will have to go to the data tab and you see the sorting. So click on sorting, and then now we have a dialog box that has been given to us. Sort by what? We can sort by whatever thing we need. Let's say sort by ethnicity, and then we want values, and how do we want to sort it? We say A to Z, A to Z, or we can go to our customized list. So we are sorting from A to Z. If you see the ethnicity before now, you will see B, A, second, and then C, and so on and so forth. But now, by the time we do this data sorting, you will see what happens there. Okay, so click on OK, and then you can see the ethnicity that has been sorted in alphabetical order. We have the Asian first, and the Asian down, and all that, and then we have the black, and so on and so forth by ethnicity. Okay, so you can also sort. You don't have to. You can also sort more than one table or more than one column at a time. Let's quickly see how that is possible. So all you just have to do is come to add new, and then sort by what. You can choose department, values, and then A to Z as well. And then you could see accounting, and that has been sorted. And this is how you could add so many data depending on what you want. Okay, and in one of the videos we did sorting by color. All right, let's say sort by job title, and currently now we don't have cell colors, and the rest would have foot colors and all that. So I can decide to sort job titles from Z to A and say OK. Now let's examine something. If you notice, you will see that the job title vice president was sorted by affected the departments that was sorted in hierarchy of A to Z. If you come to the ethnicity, you see that the Asian country is dominating, and the next thing that will come to your mind is, oh, maybe every one of the vice presidents were from there, but not at all. If you scroll down, you will see that the vice presidents are not just only left out to those in Asia. We also have vice presidents from Latino. Why is it that it affected the departmental column and not the ethnicity? Now the reason is simple. If you go back to your data and then sort, you will notice that it has sorted based on ethnicity. The next sorting is based on job title, and after job title, before you see the departmental sorting, and that is why it can affect the data based on department and not based on ethnicity. Now, if we move the job title downward, okay, so you could see now if you want to see how I moved it, I just click there, all right, and that is it. So let's move the job title downward and click OK. So you can see now that the department is back to its own sorting of accounting, all right. So you should be very careful and you should be observant when you're doing your sorting, and ensure that you position them in hierarchy, all right, based on what you want to see, all right, so that you will not end up complicating things. That being said, remember you can also filter based on colors. So if I should select certain data and impute color to them like that, and let's say I did for another set of data and I changed the color, so I'm just going to keep it on 2 colors, and then I'm going to do something different that I haven't done before for you. So I'm going to sort based on test colors, all right, based on test colors. Let me use based on test colors, and then let me pick some few other data based on test colors and change that test color to that. Okay, so we have this set of data. Now let's sort based on, now go to your data tab and sort, click on sort, and then add this condition. So we're adding a new condition, and I would like this condition to stay at the top, so I'll move it to the top, all right. And the condition states is that sort by, I'm sorting by gender this time. Okay, you can't sort by gender because they are not highlighted in any way. So I can sort by annual salary, all right, and then values. The values are colors, colors. So cell color first, and says I'm adding, you can see there's just one color, and I've added that color and I've placed it on top. Okay, and I can add another level, and under that level I'm sorting by business units. Okay, and as well I'm sorting by color, cell color, and the color there is yellow, and I keep it on top as well. Finally, I want to add another data set and then filter by country, and the value, it is font color, and I believe country is affected by the color. Okay, let me use higher date because I want to do so. Let me use higher date, and then color, they are set. I'm using the font color, and there are 2 colors there on that. Okay, there seems to be 1 color. All right, so there is 1 color. So I'll sort this by higher dates. I'll sort this by higher dates. Okay, and I'll sort this by annual salary because I want to show you something. So cell font color, and I don't want it to be automatic. I want to arrange it in the order, and then on top, and finally I add another, and then I sort by annual salary and font color, and then I sort by by the other color still on top, and say okay. So you can see based on our data so far, you can see how I've included the first, which is the green based on color, is at the top, followed by the red, followed by purple, and so on and so forth. If you should come back to your sorting, you will find out that we sorted by green, red, purple, and then the next thing was the ethnicity and the other information. So this is sorting, and then as we go on, we look at more of data sorting and and slicers. Select the entire data, okay, and then to introduce pivot table, we click on pivot table, and we have our pivot table, and we need this to be in the existing sheet. We just select a location, and I pick this location, all right, and add this data to data model, and okay. So it's processing, and we'll see what is it will develop to us. That's brought in pivot table, all right. That's brought in a pivot table. Now with this pivot table, we can create a slicer, all right. You can create a slicer. So you go to insert, and you can see slicers on right there, and also you can go through analyze, and then you can see the insert slicers. So if I should insert slicers based on our table, which we have made through the pivot table, I can select certain items that will appear in my slicer. Okay, so so as we move forward, I will tell you why slicer is very important.